All right, welcome to the last stand-up of CS24 underscore Tico. Let's go. So in our group, we do things a little bit different. We kind of go around instead of talking about blockers. We go around and talk about breakthroughs, right? So 60 seconds, just go around. What sort of breakthroughs did you have today? Are you in the middle of a breakthrough? Did your code break? And then like through that, you've learned something. So let's start with the man himself, Obeda, Albert Rowdy, Mr. Rowdy
Yeah,
Rowdy.
I guess the breakthroughs we hit 470, so we're 25 away from hitting 500. The code's still running though, so I think traversal code just needs to be rewritten a little, but mine is still running, so we can, I think, rewrite it on either Jay's or Shin's, so they can move faster. But we have all the rooms saved, so we have 470 something rooms saved. So yeah.
Got you. Welcome, Chad.
But everything else is done. Our functions are ready. We just need to actually get all the rooms. We might try to maneuver because we have all the main rooms right now, even though we don't have all 500. But we'll see what happens.
Got you, Chad. We're just going through. Everybody's doing 60-second breakthroughs. Talk about what sort of breakthroughs you had throughout the day today, and then you just pick somebody. You popcorn, white cheddar, regular cheddar, jalapeno cheddar. You just pick somebody, and then.
Okay.
So Beta's gonna pick somebody right now.
Popcorn Lou, because I haven't seen Lou all week.
Hello.
I'm in TL training. I'm not doing the build until my group comes around. So I don't really have any breakthroughs or blockers. TL training is pretty straightforward. So yeah, I just came to see everyone one last time, last stand up, say hi. I can't stay the whole time, but yeah, I don't know. My little CS fam.
CS fam. For those of you that just came in, we're going around and doing 60-second breakthroughs of your day, kind of like the blocker thing, but not as negative. It's a little more positive. It's kind of our vibe out here. Okay, Luis, go ahead and pick somebody before you bounce out of here. Jade.
So my breakthrough was last night. As Obeda was saying, because we're on the same team, we both were at, what was it, 359 or something, but I decided to stop my code so I can fix things and tinker with it. But my breakthrough, like I said, was yesterday, getting the CPU and LS8 stuff kind of buttoned away. I had a whole bunch of elif statements, so I'm trying to do the methods and do the branch tables, and that's what I did yesterday, and I actually got it to work. It took a bit, but so that was my breakthrough, so that we can use it once we get the rest of the map going.
Okay.
So let's see, popcorn, Adnan.
All right. So yeah, so we worked, I worked with one of my teammates on trying to get some front end user design going. So we worked on that a little bit. And breakthrough, I don't know. I just realized I had to go revise a lot of my React material because I kind of forgot a bunch of stuff, even though I did it like last week. But it's not a big deal, but it came back real quickly, just looking through an old project for like 5 seconds. Like, oh yeah, that's what I need to do. So I knew where to look. So those are really nice. Knowing where to look almost and finding the solution under like 10 seconds. It's a really nice thing. And yeah, so working on that, make it a little bit of a fun little user interface. So we play around a little bit since we have most of the other stuff done right now. So, and I'll pass the popcorn to May.
Yeah, so I'm on Adnan's team actually, but I worked with a different teammate today on some more automation, and we got the dash functionality to work. So we were traversing before, but only doing single movement. So that was really exciting. So hopefully that helps us get to some snitches or other things before other people so we can be in the game. Yeah. Let's go with Chad next.
Yes, so I'm on a team with someone else in here as well, Bilgan. We worked on the last build together as well. So it's basically our same team minus one person. So he and another teammate have been working together, and myself and another two have been working together. We've been pair programming, and the person who was being the driver, we didn't realize is using Linux. So everything is on Linux. And so my breakthrough was learning how to use Linux in the terminal. Yeah, that was a lot yesterday. We were
Those are the
working.
best lessons. Those are the
Yeah.
best lessons. Like when you're learning and you don't even know you're learning.
Yeah, it's a lot. I was like, dude, I'm gonna put this on my resume. Linux experience. Yeah, that's it. So right now we're moving through the rooms and I guess creating the world, if you will, creating the map. So that's it.
Very good. Would you like to popcorn? Yeah, you can pop. We've made popcorn into a verb, so you can popcorn somebody.
Oh, okay.
Like
I'll
picking
popcorn John if he hasn't gone yet.
Thank you for the introduction, Chad. We built a React app that is partially functioning. We hit MVP yesterday. I started learning C# today, as a lot of the stuff I'm looking at job-wise keeps asking for a C language. So I was choosing between C++ and C#, and I chose C#. I would assume that's the biggest breakthrough of the day. React is friendly but difficult.
Dang,
So
John.
that's it. And I'll also throw some popcorn at Bryant, who was on my sister NetGiver team during build week or labs.
I think he might have just lost connection because he's no longer in here now.
All right. Then
So,
Catherine Rhodes.
Catherine Rhodes.
I just made some tea. I don't know. I mean, I've just been mining, having my terminal run all day. Another member of my team mapped out the dark world, and we were attempting to get snitches, but a guy named Chance, I guess, is just got all of them. So, yeah, I mean, we're just like refactoring things, and I don't know. So it was a good day, and I'll probably get back right to it with my team as soon as this is over. Yeah.
Okay. You sound enthusiastic to be here. I like it. What about Bilgun? I think he's the last one to go here. I don't want to put Catherine trying to like pronounce your name, Bilgun, without she'd never met you before. So go ahead, man.
He was actually in my original TL group.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
I done gone ahead and assumed, and that makes yeah. I'm sorry. I apologize.
No worries.
I'm not as good as Brian. I'm sorry, guys.
My name is Prihat, so I don't blame you. So today I was just working by myself, trying to make my functionality work, but I'm like saving it to database. I learned a little bit of SQLite 3 and how to use it with the Python. But each time when I make a move, I guess when I make a move backwards, it kind of it deletes my connections. So, which is kind of annoying. I exactly not sure where the bug is, and yeah, just going through my code and trying to see where I missed it. But I don't have that much knowledge of using database with Python, so maybe it's like there's the gap, so I don't understand exactly what's going on behind the scenes. So probably that's why it's like doing that weird thing.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was actually working on helping Bill Gunn with this right before a meeting that I had right before this, but I didn't get a chance to look at it too much. So Brian's group and our group in the CS24_Tico group, we're like a hot group, right? Humble, open, and transparent. We share all of our frustrations. We share all of our successes. We share all of our code. So a lot of times when one of the team members gets stuck, we usually just kind of share and we mob program together to get more eyes on the code. So if Bilgwin, if you want to share your code, you can, and then we can just see if we can come up with maybe some ideas or hints or clues on
Definitely.
how we can help get your code optimized, man.
Yeah. Hopefully I don't take all of your time.
Well, if anybody has to go, they can go. I'm just saying this is the last stand up, so you should be staying for the whole thing. But
All right.
no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
So what I did was I have a database. It's in here, I guess, and so it's pretty similar. I took Node.js, so I'm using PV. PV is, I think, similar to Next that you like connect to your database. And so models.py is the
Wait, before you keep going, Bilgwin, has anyone here ever used Peewee? I've never used it before. Has anyone?
No.
No? Okay.
Yeah, it's my first time too. I just like Google what's the easiest like a SQLite3 database for Python, and then it came up, so I decided to use it. And I am learning as I go with my code. And so this is where I set up my tables. And here is like the first table and the second table that has room backup. I'm restoring all the information from the room. So room ID and title, description, exits, and coordinates, and everything here. And then player backup is just, I guess it's just me because there's only one player at the moment. And so I guess I can kind of run it and then show you what the problem is. So as you can see, this is from my database, SQLite3, and then I'm getting the room ID and connections and items. So this, because I deleted my database because it didn't have the correct information, so it's starting out like I think I was in the 99, and then I made the move to 91. So it went to 99, and then it has to store both information right at the same time. When I make a move to 99, it has to know that 91 is actually opposite direction. And then I went to 180, and I think 180 was a dead end. And then when it tried to move back, it took out this information, the connection here. So even though north 180 is here, it took out the west 99. So my database is getting updated every time with not like the already updated connections are getting deleted.
Okay.
So it's like also it's kind of random too. Sometimes it's still there and sometimes it's gone.
Anybody have any ideas? Throw out some ideas. It could be a crazy idea. We could just work off of it. Like a sounding board. Like human rubber duckets.
Where the functionality is going in. And then I printed out a bunch of stuff just to see where I was, and I still couldn't find it. So here is the save room. So it's creating the, I'll do this. Creating the room, the records. And then if the record is already created, it does not actually recreate. Because I'm trying and then it's throwing error afterwards. But here is the update. I'm updating my room and then connections. each time when there is like a new information comes in. And then I'm doing this by setting up a class pair, and that's being called by adventure.py file. So here is my like traversal. So it starts out where the current room is, where the person's current room, and then it goes down, goes around. But it's kind of tons of I wrote tons of code and then I kind of lost in it. And,
So wait, Chad, did you say you're in the same group as Bilgun?
Yeah, so he was working on, so we each took like separate parts of the code to work on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he was stuck on this yesterday. Yeah, I thought he was working with Anne. Was Anne not there today, Bilgun?
I think Anne, she like worked until 2 a.m. or something, and then she got really tired.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what, Chad, what ORM did you guys use? Did you use for yours?
We used the BFS, DFS, and a BFS together.
Okay. But you guys didn't use Pee-wee for yours?
No.
Okay. What did you guys use instead of Pee-wee?
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, Beta, you guys use Pickle, right?
Oh yeah, we used Pickle, and then we were using some other thing called Termios. But yeah, Pickle for the rooms.
Okay. Bilgun, I mean, I can't personally speak because I haven't used Pee-wee before. I mean, Pee-wee might be great. It might be super good. I just have never used it. I feel like it may be the best, most efficient thing to do right now is to, I don't know. I feel like if there's nobody in this room that's using Pee-wee, or, I mean, if you know of anybody else using Pee-wee, it'd be great. But I feel like a lot of people are using Pickle. And so just having the support, like a community support for that, where you can like talk to Chad and, you know, ask like, hey, like, what did you do for this? I mean, Chad, would you be willing to, you know,
Yeah,
wipe
no,
with
totally.
some pickle, like
Yeah.
some pickle, some pickle.
Some pickle mixing. Yeah.
Get this man some pickle, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we're done with stand-up, we could get in a Zoom together.
Is it pretty much same thing as Pee-wee, or?
It doesn't look like it works the same on the front, but it does the same thing.
Gotcha. How would you, Obeda, how would you explain Pickle, like in a very like easy to understand way? How
it takes in, at least the way we use it, it takes in the objects and it puts it in a TXT file. And then you're able to load the TXT file back as an object. So yeah, so instead of needing to create a database, we learned the hard way too. I mean, Jake can speak to it, but we were working on doing a database as well. We're trying to do a Postgres SQL database, but Catherine showed us the light. And so yeah, Pickle would be just like saving, you make like a .p file, and then you would use Pickle to grab whenever you're done with your traversal, you grab that object and load it into your text file.
Okay, that's it. Okay.
Beta, can you just do a quick little demonstration, or Jade, or whoever has the master Pickle, if they could just share the Pickle on the screen real quick and just pickle away, so my man can see like how good it is, so he can want the Pickle.
I actually have tested. I tested out Pickle.
Wow, Pickle tester. May, that is a really large. Is that a stuffed animal? Oh, I thought that was a giant sushi.
Oh yeah, it's an
Um,
onigiri.
Oh, okay.
That's super.
Yeah, I thought so. Because I'm Asian,
eye,
I know
good
that. I
eye.
know that stuff. So
All
go
right,
ahead,
so
Obeda.
this is what it looks like. If you were to do a test run with it, I opened it up. This is like an old, I forgot which challenge this was for us. But if you look, it's save.p. Let me actually delete this. You're not gonna be able to read it. It's not legible. But
I use Tickle for graphs too.
yeah. Well, I used it on an object. Yeah, that is a graph.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Hey, we're having breakthroughs. We're having breakthroughs in stand up. Get out of here. All right.
Okay, so if I were to run this, we should see it print. So what it's doing is there's this object. So let's say when you're done traversing, you have your graph full, you're gonna dump it. So this is where the file goes, and then you're gonna open save.p, and I forgot what WB stands for. And then it's gonna dump it in there, and it's gonna look like whatever that was earlier. And then I called it, I mean, this is just code that we found off of the actual documentation. So reader equals, and then the pickle.load, and then you're opening it up again, and then it's RB. I'm assuming WB is writing, and then RB is reading, but I'm not sure what the B stands for. So if someone else knows. So then see, it comes out still printing the same exact way.
Okay. So does it actually prevent you saving double like objects? So for example, if it has like same object key line, will it prevent it or just save it anyway?
Like duplicates, you mean?
Duplicates, yep.
Good question. So the way we have it is we're doing it after the whole traversal. So in theory, the object itself inside of the class would handle all the duplicates. So then when we do start loading the graph into the pickle,
okay,
all the duplicates would have been taken care of if there were any duplicates. Because a dictionary doesn't, an object doesn't allow for duplicates, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Gotcha.
Okay. I mean, the
I can
documentation
send
didn't
this to you.
seem okay.
I
Thanks,
can send this
Obeda.
to you. Yeah.
Yeah, just we'll get together, Billion, after stand up, and then we could show you how it was implemented in the code.
I like it. I like it. Very good. People coming together having breakthroughs. Anything else that we want to share, or like my program together while we're still here for the next 19 minutes, or we can all disperse early? May's got to eat some sushi or what have you. I mean, anybody else have any problems that we can try to solve together?
Can I just thank Catherine for giving us like the roadmap yesterday?
Absolutely.
That was super like helpful. So thank you.
Catherine. Thank you.
Of course.
Catherine, if you actually want to go over that roadmap one more time just for the camera, and it's the last stand up, and we get to see your beautiful face because you got it on like the camera off, and we can't see, so then you could also be helping people that might be watching this recording later too, from Brian's group, because I'll drop it in that
Yeah,
channel
sorry,
too.
I didn't want to have it record. I'm typing other things too.
Oh, no problem.
I'm not listening.
Right.
That's why I didn't want to look like
No
I'm not
worries.
listening.
No, it's okay. Not eating sushi, and she didn't want to be seen eating sushi. So.
No. So what was the question? It was you wanted so basically you want to make a map, load the map, and then you can use go around rooms and pick up treasure if you find the items, and you're going to be checking your endurance and your strength, whether or not you want to do a breath first search from your current room to the shop. And then once you go there, you want to sell your treasure. So basically you're going to have like a while loop for like while you're while your gold is less than 1,000, and while your name or in your it contains the word user, you're going to traverse around and keep going back to the shop and selling gold. And then once you have more than that, you're going to go to Pirate Rise. So once your gold is greater than 1,000 or equal to 1,000, you're going to do a breath first search from wherever you are to Pirate Rise, which you should have in your map. But I mean, I think I don't remember the actual room number. And then from there, you can change your name. And then once you change your name, you can actually mine coins. So from Pirate Rise, you're going to want to go to the well, which is, I know it's room 55. And so once you go to the well, you're going to examine it. Once you're there, you examine the well as the wishing well, and you're going to get back in the description some code, which you're going to have to use your LS8 to decode, and it's going to have a room number which you need to go to. So you're going to do a breath first search to that room number, and then you're going to mine for a lambda coin.
That was like not the Cliff Notes version. That was like the extended trailer version of that movie. Thank you very much for that. That was awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
You went over and beyond. You get 3 stars for this stand-up meeting today.
Yeah.
Okay.
3-star rating. Anybody else? Anything else they want to share? They want to say anything to Brian? He'll be probably watching this later. No. Okay. All right. Well, hey, thanks for joining the group today. To my group, I'll miss you guys. My last stand-up with y'all. I've enjoyed every second, millisecond. My daughter's in the background yelling, "Mommy." So I will let you guys go then.
Thank you so much.
Best luck. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Tico.
Thank you for hosting,
Everyone.
Tico.
Thank you, Tico.
Yeah, thank you, Tico. You've been
Y'all are
great.
awesome.
Best
Y'all are
TL
awesome.
ever.
Yeah.
Y'all
hands
are
down.
awesome. Don't make me cry right on camera. All right, I'll see y'all later.